I haven't even thought about it. I mean, I haven't thought about it for months. Maybe I haven't thought about it at all. You're just asking me a question, but I don't talk about that. I don't rule it in or out. I don't even think about it. Very few.
Timeline for when you might release more of those files?
Which ones?
Democrats to Epstein.
The controversial Jeffrey Epstein files have stormed back into the headlines, this time with pointed references to U.S. President Donald Trump, after Democrats on the House Oversight Committee released a fresh set of documents earlier this week. The material includes numerous email exchanges in which Trump's name appears in different contexts, instantly igniting a partisan brawl on Capitol Hill. House Republicans quickly fired back, releasing more documents of their own as they accused Democrats of cherry-picking evidence to create a fake narrative to slander President Trump. The dueling document dumps have reopened a political and public relations firestorm that both sides now seem eager to escalate. Epstein, an American financier and a convicted sex offender, died in a New York jail in 2019 while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. Trump, who has repeatedly tried to distance himself from Epstein, has long said he cut ties nearly 2 decades ago and was unaware of Epstein's criminal activities. But Democrats argue the newly released documents raise fresh questions about what Trump allegedly knew, claiming the files indicate Trump was aware of Epstein's horrific crimes. Here are the shocking revelations contained in the latest tranche of documents. CNN reported that the email exchange between Epstein, his longtime associate Ghislaine Maxwell, and author Michael Wolff had claims about Trump spending hours at Epstein's house with a woman who has been identified by the committee as one of Epstein's sex trafficking victims. In one email dated April 2, 2011, Epstein wrote to Maxwell, "I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Redacted, spent hours at my house with him, but he has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there." CNN noted that the context of this message was unclear. Maxwell, who is serving a 20-year sentence for her role in Epstein's trafficking network, reportedly told Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche earlier this year that she never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way, and that she didn't recall ever seeing Trump at Epstein's house. "The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects," she said. The latest documents also includes a January 2019 email exchange between Epstein and Wolff, where Epstein disputed Trump's claim that he had been expelled from Mar-a-Lago, writing, "Trump said he asked me to resign, never a member ever. Of course he knew about the girls as he asked to Ghislaine to stop." In another leaked email dated December 15, 2015, Wolff apparently warns Epstein ahead of a CNN Republican primary debate, saying, "I hear CNN planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you either on air or in scrum afterwards." Epstein replied, "If we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be?" The political fallout was swift. Trump abruptly withdrew his endorsement of Republican lawmaker Marjorie Taylor Greene on Friday, citing her recent criticism of his agenda in what amounts to a notable rupture between Trump and one of his most vocal allies in Congress.
Someone like Marjorie Taylor Greene would say you're spending too much time overseas, not spending enough time studying. So I heard that Marjorie Taylor Greene said, "Oh gee, I'm spending too much time overseas." So let's say I don't meet with China. You know what's happened right now? To Georgia and to every other state, they're not working because your magnets and your rare earths would have kicked in, and there wouldn't be a factory in the world that was working. If I didn't have a relationship overseas with China, with Japan, with South Korea, with all of them, Malaysia, I went to Malaysia, but visited many more countries than that. If we didn't do that, if we just stayed right here, you would right now have no factory anywhere in the world that would be working because of rare earth with China. Not only that, We made a deal with China. We take in billions and billions of dollars. We made a deal with Japan. We take in billions of dollars. We made a deal with South Korea. We're taking in billions and billions of dollars. If I would stay home, none of that would be happening. And by the way, I stay home 98% of the time. The last thing I want to do is travel 22 hours in an airplane, as nice as this plane is. So, Marjorie Taylor Greene is not anyway. I mean, she is a very different thinking than I have. Something happened to her over the last period of a month or two where she changed, I think, politically. I think that her constituents aren't going to be happy. Already, I have people calling me. They want to challenge her to a race in her district in Georgia. And, that's too bad. She's lost a wonderful conservative reputation. But when she says, don't go overseas, if I didn't go overseas, we might be in a war right now with China.
On Epstein, sir, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the congresswoman, was on CBS News. She was talking about how the files should be released. We anticipate that a vote will happen in the House. I know you wrote about the investigation today.
I don't care about it, released or not. What I think you should do, if you're going to do it, then you have to go into Epstein's friends. This Reid Hoffman spent a lot of time on the island. I was never on his island. Bill Clinton went there supposedly 28 times. You're going to have to look into his friends because, if they're going to do that, and I think the perfect guy to do it would be Southern District, somebody like Jay Clayton. I understand that's who's been assigned.
But does the congresswoman have a point, though?
Does Marjorie Taylor Greene have a point?
Does she have a point, though?
I know nothing about her.
On the release of the files. All the files.
Well, they can have whatever they want. They already do. I think they have 50,000 pages already. Look, this is a Democrat hoax. This is a hoax put out by the Democrat, and a couple of few Republicans have gone along with it because they're weak and ineffective. But this is a Democrat hoax to get away from the fact that they just lost the shutdown and they've lost the elections. They've lost the big election, to me, in a record number. They lost the popular vote. They lost the swing states. They lost everything. I think it was 312 to 220 something. So this is a way of not talking about that. It's a hoax. This is no different than Russia. And it's headed up by Democrats and some very weak Republicans. Very few.
Wing my support and endorsement of Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of the great state of Georgia, Trump posted on Truth Social late Friday. Greene, long known as a fierce Trump defender, has in recent weeks taken positions at odds with the White House and some fellow Republicans. She suggested Trump may have been reacting to her efforts to push his administration to release any records related to Epstein. Trump has dismissed the furor surrounding the Epstein documents as a hoax manufactured by Democrats.